Hi, my name is Sam Morgan, and this is going to be a tutorial series where I show you how to make your own animated circular menu with React.js, okay? I think it's important to start off by saying that if you're new to HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, this tutorial is probably not going to be ideal for you. I would recommend taking Colt Steele's crash course on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript before coming back to this tutorial. I will link that on screen as well as in the description box down below for this video. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to make. You can see if I click on my center icon here, all of my options animate out from the center. If I close, they hide behind my menu icon again. And if I click again, the exact same thing happens, and so on and so forth. All right? Before we get started making what we're going to make in this tutorial, there are a couple of things we're going to need to download and install on our machine. I'm going to open a new tab in my browser here, and I'm going to go over to code.visualstudio.com. This is where we're going to download the editor that we're going to be using throughout the duration of this tutorial. I'm going to click on the triangle icon here, and I'm going to download for Mac since that's the operating system that I am on. Once you hit download, the editor should start downloading on your machine. Just go to the top right corner of your browser into the downloads section here, and you should see that downloading. Alright, I'm going to cut this video since this might take a while. I will see you in a bit once this is finished. Okay, Visual Studio Code is now done downloading. What I'm going to do now is take Visual Studio Code icon from my download section here, and I'm just going to drag that over to my desktop. I'm going to clear my downloads. I'm going to minimize my window. And as you can see, I have my terminal open here, so I'm just going to go ahead and shut that down as well. Perfect. Now what we want to do is move Visual Studio Code into our applications folder. Since I'm on a Mac, I'm going to open my Finder. I'm going to go over to Applications, and I'm just going to drag the Visual Studio Code icon into Applications, hit move, and now you can see Visual Studio Code is in our applications folder. If I go to my Launchpad and I type in Visual Studio Code, I can now drag that down to my desktop here. Now there is one more thing we want to install on our machine before we get started. I'm going to go back over to Safari here. I'm going to open another new tab in my browser, and I'm going to go to Node.js.org. From here, we're going to want to download the version of Node.js recommended for most users instead of the one with the latest features, because the latest features really aren't going to be necessary in this tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and download that. And I'm going to cut the video again because this might take a while to install. I will see you once this is finished. Alright, now Node.js is done installing. I'm going to go ahead and open that. And we're going to proceed with getting this up and running on our computer. I'm just going to hit continue a bunch of times, continue, agree to their policy, continue, and then hit install. You'll be asked to enter your password here, so I'm just going to go ahead and enter that. It should install the software. Oops. And this is what you should see. Once this is done, wait for it, you should have Node installed on your computer, and we should be good to go for the rest of this tutorial. Alright, I think that is a good place to stop for part 1. I will see you in part 2 of this tutorial series. Stay tuned.